they would be more important than anything else. Okay, because once you create right now, again, I know how it is. Okay, I know you're. This is again for I don't know if I said this, but like this is for the kids who are doing bad in school. This is not for the kids that are doing good in school. It's kids who are struggling in school, who are doing bad. Okay. Um. Right now, if you're doing bad in school, you basically have a low self-esteem. Okay. Like you think you're not good enough. You've been trained to think you're not good enough. You've been trained to be forced to do something that you don't want to do, and you suck at it, and you're constantly going to suck at it, and you're just going to hate yourself for it. Okay. This is going to be how it feel for a very long time. Okay. That's your option. That's an option that you can keep going on, just constantly doing that. Or, okay, you can change that and start thinking, what do I want to do? Right. And whatever that even small, big, small thing it is, never consider it to be wasted time. I'm gonna make a video on like time wasted, which is completely flawed. Like we think time has to be associated with our outcome, but all the geniuses spend a bunch of time doing random shit, and it's the association with them that made them kind of the geniuses, right? So you shouldn't be training yourself starting for a specific job. That specialization, you don't want that anymore. Especially with AI and everything, you don't want that anymore, right? So if you're a kid going through high school, middle school, whatever, and you're failing at school, I want you to start like thinking to yourself, what do I want to do? Whatever that small thing is, whatever that project is, start working towards it. Like even in the smallest way, work towards it. Because right now you have low self-esteem, and these projects, whatever you want to create or whatever you want to make, right, or whatever you want to do, will be your driving force that will give you the confidence to push through. And if you once you gain that confidence, then you can first you learn how to do things, right? You learn to learn, which is a very important skill that nobody has ever taught us about. And then once you know how to do that, you can start applying it to your education and then finding ways to hack through it. you know right now you don't even know your strengths, right? If you don't know your strengths because you're not going through, you're not trying to go after things that you care about the most, right? Curiosity and like interest are like big things. Like they can shape your life in crazy ways. If you're curious about something, you're gonna go through leaps and bounds to make sure that happens, right? Because you develop a sense of purpose, right? You're interested in it so much that you will go through hell to get through it. And that's beautiful. Like, and that's what we don't have. So if you try to do projects, even if whatever you think is interesting, if you keep going after it, the excitement and the jolt of energy that you're gonna create for yourself is very important. Now you got to look at it at whatever your project is as like not a waste of time, because that's one issue. A lot of people think, and including myself, I look at my projects as wasted time. Oh, I could be spending making money. I could be spending on my job, focusing on my job. But no, wasted time is what you want. And I don't mean the wasted time in terms of like partying, or like I don't mean the wasted time in terms of like uh, other things. I mean like actually focusing on uh, not wasting, not waste, like focusing on time that is committed to doing something that nobody has told you to do. You just doing it for the sake of doing it. That means even learning, right? If you can, you can change your mind in terms of saying that learning is a waste of time. In terms of learning whatever you want, right? Whatever you want. If you put effort into learning that or creating whatever you want, and not looking at it as like monetary benefit, it can change so much for you. That the excitement of completing something or creating something is itself a joy on its own. So if you take anything from this, understand that like if you're a dumb kid right now, you have low self-esteem, and I understand that, and I feel really uh, empathetic towards that because I have been a dumb kid and like have had low self-esteem for such a long time. But understand that if you go after a project that excites you and interests you, right? um, if you go after it, you're going to find a lot of joy doing it. And it doesn't have to be related to making you famous or like the distractions that you're focusing on. It's not money, it's not fame, it's not those kind of things. Go after core desire, things that interest you out of the need that it interests you. If you just go after those and ignore everything else, and just train yourself to understand that this is the only thing that counts in the future. Before you die, these are the only things that count. The only thing that count are the things that you are interested in, you go after in terms of work, right? And if you can do that, everything else just doesn't matter. Okay? And if you can do that, everything else fixes itself on its own. So if I was my younger self, this is what I would be doing. I'd wake up, I would understand that like I have to get schoolwork done, but I also want to do my thing. Right? And I respect that thing more than I respect school as well. All right. Thank you.